Hi everybody. So I know the rumors have been flying around for quite some time now, and I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January of 2025.
I don't know how many of y'all have seen this, but I'm sure a good majority of you have already heard the news. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is indeed pregnant with her new husband, Ken. I really want to take a look at this video and react to it today, and I'm also outside, so if you hear the civilization in the background, I apologize that there's other humans on this planet. With that said, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, I hate to admit, has had one exciting little life for being freshly out of prison. Y'all, she has been married and then divorced, and now she's remarried, and now she's pregnant, and she is a influencer, but not just an influencer, but she's gonna be a mommy blogger soon, and I just don't know how to feel about it. I have seen the comment section on her video here that she posted titling, "Yes, I'm pregnant," and I have seen so many mixed reactions about this. There's a lot of people congratulating her, and there's a lot of people saying, oh my goodness, like, no. There's also people comparing her pregnancy situation to the puppy situation that she had recently, where she wanted a dog, Ryan got her a dog, and then she abandoned the dog. People were also talking about the timeline of her being pregnant and becoming pregnant, because she seems like she was still with Ryan around the time of this happening, so maybe she was unfaithful to him, and that's just another theory that's circling the internet right now, because she said she's going to be giving birth in January of 2025, which is very interesting, because usually when somebody announces that they're pregnant, you have to wait 9 months, and January is just right around the corner.
Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January of 2025. We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected, but we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood. I have already experienced the symptoms. When I first learned that I was pregnant, the first thing that I noticed was the cravings. So I craved orange juice. Orange juice was not something that I craved on a daily basis before. So when I started craving orange juice, I'm like, okay, well, guess I just want orange juice. I didn't think anything of it. And so that was one thing. And then the next thing that I noticed was the hunger, an insatiable hunger to just eat everything. So I really went on a binge and just started eating everything. And then, of course, I missed my period, and I didn't think anything of it because I had seen my OBGYN and I had tested my fertility, and she's like, we're probably gonna have to put you on fertility meds, or at least something to make you ovulate, because you're not ovulating on a regular.
You know, congratulations on the pregnancy. I think a baby is a blessing, but I quickly just want to say, I really don't know if she's ready for this. I really don't think, even if you plan to have a kid, you're ever really ready to have the kid, because everything is so drastically different than what you plan and expect for it to be. So I feel like even the people who, as I said, do plan, it's always so different. And I don't know if she's really ready to be a mom. And I don't want to take away from her journey or her experience, because it's happening, but when she got out, she said she really wanted to focus on getting her life on track. She even did an interview recently, and I think it was more so just for the shock value, where she said she wants to get away from the influencer lifestyle. She wants to live a normal little basic life, wants to work a 9 to 5, doesn't really want to be in the public eye that much anymore. And then all of a sudden, she was talking about going to get her license and just really focusing on getting her real ducks in a row, But now she's talking about having this baby and being a mommy blogger, and that's just opposite of what she was talking about for her goals in the future. And I understand having a kid will change certain goals and timelines that you set for yourself, but I still think, I don't know if being online is the best choice for her right now. I do quickly want to talk about her dating history, because her dating pool at this point is just murky water. So the first guy she was engaged to was that Nick guy, and they found each other basically and started dating on a Christian dating site back in 2012. Didn't really meet until 2015, and they were engaged to each other, but they did call it off. And then in 2018, that's whenever she met Ken through a pen pal program that they had for the prison that she was in, and they fell in love, they got engaged, but called it off that following August. Then she was with Ryan, and they ended up getting their marriage certificate June 27th, and I'm pretty sure this was back in 2022. And I would say she's like going through guys left and right, but y'all, she's getting engaged to these guys left and right. It low-key makes a little bit of sense, though, as to why she's kind of going through men so fast, and that's more so, in my opinion, I think because she's been secluded from dating and really just living and experiencing life forever. Like, she just got out of jail. She's just now starting to experience normal life. Shit that we would have done when we were teenagers is shit that she's just now getting the opportunity to do. So I think that could play a role in it as well. Plus, I know that she really is looking for stability, so I think that's another reason why she was going through the men the way that she was. And I hate to say it, but I feel like she's going to have like a freak out snapping point in sometime in the future, maybe in the near future, because I feel like everything has been moving so fast for her. But with that being said, let's just dive back into the video.
So I'm like, okay, so I had that appointment was like a month out. And so when I missed my period, I thought I was just having issues with ovulation. And it wasn't until I had texted with Ken, and he's like, have you taken a pregnancy test?
The way she whispered pregnancy test. She's like, have you taken a pregnancy test? Like, whispered it.
And I'm like, nah, I don't think I'm pregnant. I don't think it's that. And then I had taken a test, and it turned out positive. And so everything just made sense. But my pregnancy journey so far. So I have experienced crazy mood swings. Like, poor Ken. If he breathes wrong, I am just like, ah!
Now, I myself am a mother, so I understand the pregnancy mood swings. They are nothing to fuck around with. They really aren't. But we know what she's capable of, so just her saying that, it's like, Ken, we will pray for you, okay?
Pregnancy's not easy with the mood swings. And he's been very gracious about it. He's been very forgiving about it, but good Lord. We were driving in the car the other day, and this is before I got my hair done, so I did still have brown hair at this time. But I was listening to music, and a song came on the radio, and I just started crying. And I'm like, why am I crying right now? Like, oh my God, this song has never made me so emotional. And it was Let It Go Let Her Go or something by Passenger. Good Lord. I was just in tears. I'm like, I cannot listen to this stuff. I can't do it. A lot of the other symptoms that I've been having is mild symptoms, everything that goes with pregnancy. Now, morning sickness, I've been actually very blessed to not have major morning sickness.
I will say this, pregnancy is a bitch. It really is. It's a blessing when the thing comes out. But while you're pregnant, your body just, it don't feel good. It don't feel the same. At least for me, I was a high-risk pregnancy and actually had something that they called a preventative miscarriage, where I almost did a miscarry and ended up having my son prematurely because I'm a small person. So I feel like he just didn't have proper room to grow because I was tiny. So I feel like that played into why I could have possibly had him early. I don't know, y'all. But anyways, it's different for everybody. But one thing I will say, I've seen a lot of people who say they don't have morning sickness, and I've seen a lot of people who it goes away quickly. But I've also seen people, and such as myself, who I was sick the entire pregnancy, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would typically end up throwing it up after. But she is a lucky damn duck if she gets to skip out on the morning sickness and just enjoy her pregnancy.
That's been amazing. So far, pregnancy has been a breeze as far as symptoms. I find like the tiredness is starting to wear off a little bit. That was like the biggest symptom that I had saw with me, is that I'm always tired and sleepy. So that's been one thing that I've been dealing with. The rest is completely manageable. Like I said, Ken has been very forgiving to my symptoms. But the rest has been a breeze. And the baby looks healthy, happy. I know it's still gonna be a long journey ahead, but I'm up for it. I know that there are gonna be people that feel like I'm not ready to be a mother.
Okay, I'm going to cut her off right here. I'm not sure what she's going to say next, but I just want to add in my little 2 cents. I feel like, as I said earlier, pregnancy is different for everybody, and you always have these expectations like it's going to be one way, but then as soon as you become a mother and you're home with your baby, sometimes it's a whole different ball game, and you have to just adapt to that new environment that you are creating for the baby, and really just a lot of things that you think are going to be like textbook, it's going to be this way. It's the total opposite. Oh, I think like when you get pregnant then as well, I think everybody always has that little bit of maternal instinct, but then once you're actually pregnant and you're going through the flow of, oh, I'm raising this thing in myself now, and it's just, it kicks in that maternal instinct. And I feel like, I don't want to say she's not going to be a good mom. I don't know what kind of mom she's going to be, but I feel like she has so much trauma to unpack and work through still. I feel like she really needs to seek long-term help and therapist for the things that she's went through in the past to properly get over them. This might be an unpopular opinion as well, but I feel like Gypsy Rose is a very, very calculated person. I think she knows what the hell she's doing, and especially playing certain tones to the media. I think she knows exactly what the hell she's doing, and everything she's done so far has been so calculated. Like, I feel like when she got out of prison, she married Ryan, 1, to have somewhere to go, 2, to have stability, but then 3, spousal support. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's just one of my opinions. But then 2, I'm really hoping that her having this baby with Ken isn't like, I know she said it was unexpected, but at the same time, I'm hoping that it's not going to be like a baby that she has and uses kind of as a chess piece to like further what she wants.
When I found out that I was pregnant, none of anything else mattered. The drama on social media, the feud between creator and me and all of that drama just all faded. It didn't matter anymore. All that matters is making sure that I'm healthy, the baby's healthy, my relationship with Ken is healthy, and we are moving forward in a positive way.
I am so curious, real quick. I want y'all to jump to the comment section and tell me, do y'all think this is Ken's baby or Ryan's baby? I don't even know if that's like appropriate to speculate about, but I just want to know y'all's thoughts and opinions because I understand what people are saying about the timeline, how it just doesn't really add up. But then also at the same time, I just want to ask, team girl or team boy? I don't know why I feel like Gypsy's going to have a girl. With that said, though, I feel like that's really interesting, y'all, that she's saying nothing else mattered anymore the moment she found out she was pregnant. And what she decided to use as an example of not mattering was that drama and feud that she's been having on social media recently with that other creator. And then something else that's interesting is that her and Ryan have been going back and forth in like some TikTok battle. I don't even know what the hell they're doing, but like he's exposing her, then she's exposing him. So I'm wondering if that's gonna like come to an end.
It's an amazing feeling when your whole world shifts and suddenly it's not about you. It's not about anything other than the tiny little life that's inside you that you are now in charge of protecting. And that little tiny life is a baby, a little tiny human that's yours, and that you have to make sure that you protect, you love, you take care of, and all of the things that I wished I could have had when I was little.
Okay, this is one of the big reasons why I don't cover Gypsy Rose that often, and I'm probably gonna start covering her a little bit more often now because I do want to see this journey that she's about to go through with being pregnant, and I want to see how she feels about it. And I also want to see these little moments of what she's going to do to lead up to giving birth. I want to see how she prepares for this. I want to see how mentally there she is and on board with what's going to be happening with her in this whole journey she's about to go through. But also at the same time, this is what I said before, I didn't cover her for the longest time because she did just get out of jail. She never had a normal life. She did plot her mother's demise, and this is something that she's going to have to live with forever, especially on top of the things that happened to her and why she did plot her mom's demise. I think it's going to be a really interesting journey watching Gypsy figure out motherhood while still having unpacked trauma from her own childhood. And even though she says, she got over it, she's a survivor, she is somebody who's like kind of like a poster child more so for Munchausen by proxy disorder, what it can do to somebody, how it affects somebody who has a parent who has Munchausen by proxy, and what happened to Gypsy and her whole story. And I think that she kind of is the poster child for that. So I feel like it's going to be really interesting watching her navigate motherhood. And I have seen a lot of speculation about if she's going to be a good mother or not. And I personally don't know if she is or not. That's not for me to decide. That's going to be what we're going to be witnessing whenever she does have the child, and whatever she does with the child, it's going to be, for later judgment. But all I know right now is she's going to be a better parent than Christiane Rock. And I don't know if y'all know who Christiane Rock is, but I might have to make a video about her because some of the things that I've seen her do and say is like truly disturbing.
Here I am getting emotional, guys. Sorry. All the things that I wanted in a mother, I want to give to this baby. Knowing that I am a mother now. And I'm happy. And I just want to be a good mother for my child. I want to be everything my mother wasn't. Ken and I had a wonderful talk about the future for him and I. And we both agree that we both grew up in broken homes. I grew up without a father pretty much, and he grew up in a family where, his parents got divorced, and I think we both agree that neither one of us wants our child to be in that kind of a situation. With that being said, it doesn't matter what we go through, him and I. Whatever we face, we'll face it together. Because we have a baby now. We have something that's bigger than either one of us. So whatever comes our way, whatever arguments we have, whatever drama gets thrown at us on social media, we're gonna stick together. We're not breaking. Because we are a family now. And as unconventional as this relationship and this child may have came from, I couldn't be happier.
I want to wrap this video up by saying happiness is different for literally everybody. What I might view as happy, y'all might not think that's a happy thing, as happiness is just different for everybody, and everybody's journey is different with it. But I've seen her, she has made some changes. When she got out, she was saying how she just felt like the ugly duckling of the family, basically. Her mom would always say how pretty her sister was and why can't you be like that? And so she ended up getting a nose job, and she was very open about that, saying it boosted her confidence. And she does look better, but I'm not here to judge her looks or nothing like that. I'm just saying. And she did talk about going to get her license and wanting to work a normal job and getting off of social media, and she's not doing any of that right now. She's just right now having a baby, but she's saying she's happy. She's saying that her and Ken are really going to stick with this and move forward and be this happy family that neither one of them came from. They both came from broken backgrounds. So they want to make sure that their home is as wholesome as can be for when they do have this child. And she's saying that no matter how unconventional the relationship is, it makes them happy, it works, and they're planning on giving this child a very good future from the sound of it. And I'm just hoping for the child's sake that is what happens. I'm hoping that he holds out his end of the deal and she holds out her end of the deal, and they can both be, good parents together for the child. I do want to say as well, we all have our personal thoughts and opinions about Gypsy Rose, and I do want to refrain from talking too much about my unpopular opinions about Gypsy Rose, because right now it's not about that. This is about her announcing her pregnancy, and I do really wish her the best for this journey. I don't know, I'm wrapping this video up now. I just think with her being online as much as she has been, trying this whole influencer thing out, the dramas she's had recently, especially this whole blow up situation with Ryan, I don't know how the future is going to look right now, but I'm excited for her.